Hi folks, I'm Abdul here, Dr. Mannan, Medical Director at Blue Peanut Medical. Guys, lots of people are contacting us about this widening participation criteria. Now when it comes to applying to medical school, dental schools, as you know, they have this criteria known as the widening participation entrance. And that's to do with providing increased access, widening access for people who come from certain backgrounds so as to create more opportunity for students from certain communities and backgrounds to access careers like medicine and dentistry and then become doctors and dentists, of course. Now, what is widening participation? Well, widening participation, like I said, depending on where you live, which school or college you've been to or going to, it may provide you an advantage in getting into the medical school that you want to get into. Medical schools apply this in different ways, and it's something that you need to contact your chosen medical schools and ask them, how do you apply this criteria, and learn about this prior to your applications going in. Now there's a few things these people are looking out for. For example, your residence. Now you might live in a certain postcode, in a certain town, in a certain city, or part of a city where you will qualify. It might be an area of high deprivation, for example. It might be an area where they don't get so many applications to university for medicine and dentistry, therefore they give more priority to that area. Right? It might be that you come from a family where family are in receipt of income support, working tax credit, child tax credit. You may have received free school meals, and that would allow you to access through widening participation schemes. Also, there's something about if you are the first person to go to university, so your mum, your dad, your siblings, nobody's been to university, then you may also fit into widening participation because of that. Underprivileged social background, there's various indices that they can use to work that out, that national government can provide on areas, for example. Also, there's other things they look at. For example, are you a carer of somebody, or has your studies been interrupted for whatever reason, for example, ill health, looking after a family member, and so on and such forth. These things they can look into. Some universities have separate application forms for widening participation. Other people, it's flagged up for when your reference and your application goes into UCAS already, so you need to find out how they actually assess that. All right, now what's the point of widening participation? How does it give you increased access to universities? Well, this is how it works. Ultimately, in the process of offering you a place, the university might give you an offer whereby they ask for reduced grades. So instead of, for example, asking for 3 straight A's at A level, they may turn around to you and say, we'll take you if you get an A and 2 B's, or 2 A's and a B, i.e. a reduced criteria for the entry requirement for you. It may also be that for essential subjects like chemistry, for example, they may say grade A is not required. You can get in with a grade B, for example. You've got other situations, for example, whereas a normal student can't get in if they resit. For example, if you fall into the widening participation group, you may be able to access that way, even though you're a resit candidate. It might be that you've not been able to get enough work experience or enough kind of extracurricular activities to demonstrate your commitment to the profession, but they will measure you on a lower base. So they will kind of have ways to positively discriminate for people who fall into widening participation background. All right. Now then, some universities do have other unique features. For example, they will include students who are from within their area, within their catchment area, for example. An example would be UCLan, University of Central Lancashire, which kind of has limited the access for students from within the local area who can apply. So if you're out of the area, you'll be at disadvantage, of course. All right. Some universities also apply gateway courses. They're almost like pre-medical, almost like a foundation year. for students from widening participation background, and it's important to look into that. You may do 6 years rather than 5 years, but it's another way of getting in. Other universities also provide bursaries, which you might need to inquire about to help with costs. I hope this was good and useful. If there's other questions you have, do get in touch with me through support@bluepeanut.co.uk or through the form on our website. Look after yourself. Take care. Bye bye.